Welcome back to our program. Well, it's already 2013 in some parts of the world, and here's the footage that Matt promised you. This is the fireworks display at Auckland's Sky Tower in New Zealand. And since we're at the beginning of the new year, why not begin with some new manners, especially for your kids? Well, Sharon Levy is the CEO and founder of Taking Tea in Style, and she's here to talk about some etiquette in the new year, especially for children. So as we're doing this, let's get to our tea glasses and really do this in style, shall we? Now, do we put our pinky out, or is that
No. No pinky out.
Okay, no pinky out. Well, listen, let's talk about Taking Tea in Style. What is the mission of this company?
Taking Tea in Style is about bringing people together to relax and unwind, but to enjoy each other's company. You know, people don't take the time to really spend quality time together anymore because of the online media and all that's going on. So we just want people to take a few minutes just to relax, unwind, get together,
kind of like
celebrate.
Smelling the roses and sipping your tea. I like that.
Exactly.
All right, well, let's talk about what you do specifically. You talk to kids, and I love this. We were talking about this earlier about putting down those cell phones to really enjoy one another.
Yes, you know, people are at dinner, whether it's couples or friends, and they have their cell phones out and they're not paying attention to the other person, and it's disrespectful. So I think, you know, people really need to just put it down. Unless you're a doctor, put your cell phone down and just enjoy the other person and respect that other person.
I was going to just say, it's not just for kids, but maybe a couple of adults could learn that as well.
Exactly.
Tell me what else you do with the and
Well, we bring in an informal table setting, and we actually let them practice, you know, what to do. And, you know, they learn all the table manners. They learn about each utensil. They also learn to have conversations around the dinner table.
So you talk about like the small fork and all that kind of stuff, so they know how to actually eat a fancier meal, I guess you would say.
Yes.
And so do you do this all over, and tell me what else you talk to the kids about?
We also talk about social skills in terms of communicating. When you're communicating with someone, you should have the eye contact. You should really listen to what that person is saying, because a lot of time we are preoccupied with things and people are not always listening. So we say give that person the respect when you're communicating.
And what about like a good handshake? I know we were talking about that earlier for especially the young boys. Why is that so important?
It's very important because it shows confidence. You have to have that nice firm handshake, and it makes that person know that you are confident.
And how is this being received? I would imagine that parents and teachers would just love a program like this.
Yes, I work with a lot of mentors, a lot of individual people as well, where I go into their homes and sit down at dinner time and do this with their children, but it's well received. And
when the kids go through your program, how long does it take? Does it take a couple of hours? Do you go through several sessions? How does that work?
Well, we have from 1 to 6 sessions, so it really depends on people's budget. If they want us to come in 1 time, 3 times, 6 times, it really depends.
And how did you get into this?
Well, I love the tea experience, and then I just saw the need for social etiquette and dining skills.
So if, let's just say, a child were to come in, and what ages do you do this for? To also, are you primarily focused on, like, say, a middle school child or younger? Do you have
No, we start from 5 to 18 is the age that we do.
And for some adults too.
Right, and upon request for adults as well too. So
wow.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take us through a course for, say, a younger child. How would you begin that?
Well, we're going to customize it again depending on the age, and we'll have even communicational skills, even networking skills. I think it's very important that children at a young age learn about these critical skills so that by the time they get a little bit older, they're already established and they know exactly what to do. It builds their self-confidence.
But again, like, let's go back to like a child comes in for the first course. Do you set up a tea table and a dinner table? What do you do exactly?
Yes. Well, the first thing that we do is before we get to the dining skills part, we talk about the communicational skills and the dressing. How should you dress to go to school? How should you dress to go to an event? We start out with those things first, and then we talk about the table setting. This fork, you know, is for what? What is the beverage cups and things like that.
Yeah, because a lot of kids, like, you know, they do grow up, and I say this all the time, it's not just for kids, it's for adults as well.
Right.
Do you think there's any health benefits to learning, and I say to slowing down?
Oh yeah, lots of health benefits. When you are stressed, it leads to so many health ailments. So when you take the time to relax, have a cup of tea, you know, I always tell people smell it. You want to relax when you have the tea. It's nice and warm.
Well, Sharon, I'm doing just that. I'm taking time to sip my tea right now. So, and it's quite good, in fact.
Yes.
So when the kids finish the program, What is their reaction to everything? Like, are they thankful? I mean, do they understand? Like,
yes, they are. But a lot of times with like the older kids, you know, high school students, they don't really see the need for that. So sometimes they're not as open as the younger kids. But once they've finished the program, I do think that they appreciate it because they know that it's something that's going to really help them now and in the future to make them better people.
And you talked about how much you like tea and all that. So what do you hope to do in the future with this with the company? What do you like to do? What's your future goal for 2013?
Okay. Well, I really want to bring the social etiquette piece more into the schools. I want to also, I sell the gourmet teas as well, so I'm trying to get that into a couple of nice upscale stores.
So a nice expansion, but taking it nice and slow and sipping all the way is your goal for 2013.
Yes, it is.
Well, Sharon Levy, always a pleasure. Great to see you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well.